Well now.
Yeah.
Welcome.
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 Live fade out.
Live fade out. Right. This is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to Guitar Paradiso, by the way.
Yeah, I'm Pete.
I'm Ariel.
And
got a little something different today.
this is different. For us it's different, right?
Oh yeah.
And you say, yeah, this is very different for us. But why is it different for us? It's got 6 strings, it's got some pickups on there, it's got a volume and some tone. And you might have seen somebody that we know play similar looking guitar. He is right behind us there in a photo, the almighty Mr. John Mayer. Now,
Clang.
clang! You have a lot of people sort of asking, because a while ago, Joss and me did this video on Jackson that was on an Epic deal, and there was this taxi cab yellow soloist, right? And I was like, boom, I just need to have this guitar. And people were like, oh, you know, where are you buying it and stuff? And then it was like, because I was looking at John Mayer's stuff, and it, you know, and he's playing these bluesy riffs on him all the time. I'm going, really? What, is that really a thing? And we just thought we were gonna try to show you that it can be done.
Yeah.
Right?
We did a video a long time ago actually on some of the Chapman guitars.
Yes.
Which you know were the traditional models.
Yeah.
And we were trying to show that the same thing. Like you could do the bluesy thing.
Yeah.
The soulful thing on those too.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do
But
that with
they're
these
much
essentially.
more, I mean, they're much more traditional. I mean,
yeah. And
so
these are not like
these are not. I mean, look.
Floyds.
I mean, Floyds, and you know, look at this shape. So the reason why we picked this one is because there was a picture of him sitting somewhere with a Kemper in his dressing room, and he had a guitar. I believe it's a because Fender owns. Am I right in saying that when Fender owns Jackson and Charvel, so that's under one umbrella and Gretsch, and they have a custom shop, and as Fender. When you can call Fender up and go, can I have a Strat or Telecaster like this? Boom. And you can do the same with Charvels or Jacksons. And we believe that, you know, he is a PRS player. Fair enough.
Yeah.
He plays the PRS. He's got a PRS Silver Sky.
just came out yesterday.
Came out yesterday.
For spec of when we filmed this.
Yeah. And, you know, that guitar will come in here and we'll do a video on it at some point. And I'm sure we'll compare it to a normal Strat, and that's going to be interesting. But for now, so you can anyway. So all I want to say is you can buy these guitars custom built, and he has got a couple of custom built. He got one of these with a headstock. I believe the other way around. Right? I think it does. I can't remember. Is it this way around? It's that way around. And you might have seen him play a soloist with Ed Sheeran, of all people, when he was doing a late show or whatever.
When he was hosting the late night with. It's James. Craig Ferguson.
Yeah, something like that. And it was
it.
like he was taking over, and you all of a sudden here he is with a pink, a soloist plugged into a Soldano.
Weird.
And it was like, what's going on? What's happening? This is not right. Wah! Everybody went. Wah, 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 wah.
Everyone went crazy.
And then they went, but it's really cool. I'm gonna go buy one. You know.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about these guitars is they're not really expensive. They're not expensive.
No.
They're like less than 600 quid for these guitars. And it's incredible. That one might be now like 699, 700 quid. But it's great value for money. But to tell you a little bit more about the history behind this stuff, we've got somebody who's gonna just
who's gonna morph into this more educated
into me, who knows more stuff than it. Can we do that?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm gonna turn. Okay. You'll see who it is in a second. Ready? I'm gonna snap you. 1, 2, 3. Hey!
Oh!
Joss Allen.
Yo!
How's it going? How's it going, man? Good to see you.
Yeah, you too, dude.
All right, so I thought I'd summon you in here by the magic of magic.
Yeah. They drew a pentagram in the back garden, put little drops of rabbit blood in there, and summoned me.
Yeah. Thanks for your patience.
That's okay.
Yeah. You're a good sport. So yeah, we thought we'd bring you in here. as you are an expert with these guitars, you can tell us a little bit about, the history, maybe a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is with the whole John Mayer thing, I don't know anything about the reason why he's using him or anything like that. I just know that obviously, like everyone else, including me, because I'm a massive John Mayer fan anyway, including me, it's just such a vibe to it anyway that it's kind of understandable that he would use it and just, be cool with it.
Yeah.
Tell you one really cool thing, actually. The model that he's playing, the Charvel custom shop that he's got, is actually designed by Stacy Peralta of Peralta Skateboards, one of the Z Boys.
Oh yeah, right.
One of the Dogtown and the Z Boys. See, my dad, I was brought up on like skateboarding and surfing. My dad's a surfer. So there's like Tony Alva, Stacy Peralta, Jay Adams, and Stacy Peralta, who owns Peralta Skateboards now. So it was a little tip to the hat to the whole cool, old school skateboarding vibe,
cool.
which was very cool on that one. But when it comes to the actual Jackson and Charvel brand, I mean, at one point they were working together, which is kind of a crazy thing. And then they obviously split off to do their own thing. Wayne Charvel basically owned a mod shop. So you could bring your fenders in, you could bring all those bits and pieces in, and he would flatten the radius on the fretboards, stick humbuckers in them, refin them and stuff, and then, they would turn into 80s sort of shredsticles.
Shredsicles.
Shred fiddles. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of. I mean, there's not much to talk about in terms of the history behind them, as in apart from the, they're synonymous with that whole, the Jackson vibe being the 80s hair metal thing, and then moving into modern metal now.
Yeah.
And then obviously Charvel still tip to the hat to the classic vibe. A tip to the hat to the classic. Tip to the hat to the classic vibe.
Tip to the hat to the classic vibe.
So they've still got that vibe going on as well, which is really cool. So if you want to go super, then Jackson is always up there. But then again, Charvel have just released a dinky body shape, so you can get a Charvel headstock and neck, but with the Jackson dinky body.
Right.
So it caters to every single sort of dude, including Monsieur Mayor.
So on the topic of John Mayer, first in a second, I want to hear you play that guitar, how it's supposed to be played. Okay. I find that I've managed to kind of get a bit of a sound on this guitar. I'm familiar with a Strat, and I've rolled the volume back on this a little bit. I have the Daedalus Plus going on, low gain, and
I just bought one.
And good man. And I've kind of got this sound. It's kind of got that. Oh, I just lost it because I turned it down. Damn it!
That's okay. God damn.
These guitars work. They do. They can get soulful. They can get stratty.
Yeah, exactly.
These are humbuckers, and they're really high output. But
they are
you can make it work.
They are Seymour Duncans as well.
They are.
So you're getting. Well, these are Duncan designed. You see.
Right.
Duncan designed, and where those are Seymour Duncans, you've got the actual American-made. Aftermarket pickups in that.
The one thing we were chatting about this earlier that I'm noticing the difference of is they're really pointy. I don't know how it comes across in video. They're really bright and nice. But just compared to the glassiness and warmth of a Strat, low output pickups, it's just a different vibe, but you can make it work.
Yeah.
And that obviously he's
making it work.
At the end of the day, it comes down to like this, and this. And you're going to sound like yourself on any guitar, John Mayer's going to sound like him playing an 8-string Abasi guitar. You know what I mean? Maybe not. Maybe to a degree.
They follow each other on Instagram.
Okay, so anyways, give me some sugar, babe.
Okay. Jeff Beck. Oh, what? As in like Jeff Beck? Yeah, as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We found a picture of him playing one of those as well.
I have an original one of these in pink. from
What year?
84, I think. And I have an original one in pink. It's been retrofitted with a humbucker, and the difference being it's a bolt-on neck and it hasn't got 24 frets, it has 22. So they've added a couple of bits and pieces to this, but it originally was a 3 single coil one, but it got retrofitted with a humbucker in the bridge. But yeah, there's footage of like Jeff Beck playing them and stuff, which is really cool. I mean, obviously I can't play like any of these two in that sort of style of music, but just quickly as a little reference.
Yes.
Oh, there.
Yeah. What's the thing about this guitar to you that like you have an original one? What is it that inspires you when you pick it up? Specifically, like what's the biggest characteristic of it?
It's the look.
Okay, it's a cosmetic thing.
With those guitars.
Okay.
For me, it is the entire epitomization of the 80s.
Okay.
And that hair metal vibe, you know?
Okay.
I mean, they got super flat fretboards, massive frets, super high output pickups. And, you know, even on the bridge, like...
Sounds nice, though.
Very, very high output pickups. And a Floyd Rose. So it's not sort of, I'm not like going to it to be like, oh, tone. Do you know what I mean? I mean, because most of the time they were going through the most obscene rack-mounted gear you've ever seen as well, right?
Right.
But at the same time... So that's just with the Alberta. The gain relatively rolled off actually, so that's got quite a lot of poke.
Some sauce.
This is still going into the clean channel, but if you get that... So that's
Bet
my
John Mayer
bag.
can't do that.
But that's my bag, right?
Yeah,
so
of
that's
course.
what I do. That's my love. That's the reason why I love
And
these
that's
guitars.
what I want to know, exactly.
That's the reason why I love these guitars so much. And guitars like this as well. I mean, the whole classic rock thing you can do on that. But if you were to get, you know, like the Alien Green Jackson or the Schecter Banshee Elite or the Ibanez,
Right.
and you came out with something like that, it's more leaning towards that. What? But you can...
Yeah.
I nearly dropped the F-bomb because this is the most serious point, I think, over the whole thing. Is just do whatever you want with them.
Yeah.
Like,
Clearly, I mean, that's what's
obviously
going-
just proved a point that I do that, you do that, Pete does that, John Mayer does that, all on that specific style guitar, right?
Yeah.
So it's not.
I mean, by the end of the day, I think it's easy to get fooled that it's this crazy, you know, supposedly metal shredding guitar. But at the end of the day, like, you know, that neck isn't it.
Tips its hand, it leans its hand towards that style more than a bluesy style.
Yeah, but even like with this guitar, like when you don't look at like the locking thing, the locking nut over here, and the Floyd, it's just
Strat with humbuckers.
It's a Strat with humbuckers to me,
Yeah.
and even with that, slightly shaped different. It's what you make of it, and you make it your own. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, maybe there's my 2 cents to this equation.
Yeah.
So I'm going to vibrate on out of here.
Well, thanks
back
for coming.
to the Dark Lord.
Yeah.
Going here and beckoning me.
Okay.
So I'm going to go back there and I'm going to get Pete back in here. So,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, man.
All right.
I love you lots.
All right, love
See you
you.
in a bit.
See you later. Hey, man.
Oh, shit.
How was your time underground there?
Yeah, it was good. It was a bit dark there.
Yeah.
And a lot of naked stuff. I guess that's why he likes it. Yeah, so I mean,
hopefully you green earthed it for me later.
Yeah, green earthed it. Yeah. Green earth. I mean, see, I absolutely love this guitar, and I've got that yellow Jackson at home, which has got the same pickup. I'm very tempted, for me, to take these because these are like double sort of humbuggers, small humbuggers. I'm very tempted to take them out and try to stick some single coils in there, just to see, because, you know, as Joss mentioned, Jeff Beck played them, and Jeff Beck he's not He's not that kind of player. So
opposite.
it's very much the opposite, with really long, just really nice sort of hanging notes and stuff. And his one had single chords, hanging notes. Oh, it's got a hanging note of, and these guitars have got that sort of that.
But yeah, like, just try to find your sound on that. Like, it'll take 2 seconds, I bet.
Well, let's see.
Other than the fact that it's you playing,
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? As you mentioned, whoever plays this guitar will get the tone that comes from their fingers. But I would probably put single chords in there to get that. But let's see.
Like if I was blindfolded, like I don't know that maybe I would hear that it's not a proper Strat.
See, this could be another video we can do at some point. The difference. I mean, Lee and Rob has done some blindfolded challenge where the feeling on. You listen. I think what we should do. Might be an idea. Let's see what you think about this. Somebody gets blindfolded and somebody else plays like 2 or 3 different or 4 different Strat guitars, or maybe just one Relic, which is expensive, and one, like a Squier Bullet.
And got to guess what it is.
And can you tell which is which with your blindfold when you're just listening?
Okay.
We'll do that. It's a shout, isn't it?
Yeah.
So anyway, let's see what you think about that. But so these guitars as well. You see why it's just a nice.
It's what you make of it, man. It's how you approach the instrument.
There's nothing wrong with that.
At the end of the day, what we're trying to show you here is,
that
you can do it on these guitars. They're not only meant for one kind of style of playing.
Yeah.
And obviously our friend is doing that, and you can do that as much as you like, because it's you who's playing it. There's this thing that we have as guitar players where we think when we get a new guitar or a different guitar, it's going to elevate our playing in a different way. And you know what? You'll definitely get inspired by it in a certain way. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, will it change your playing? No, you're still going to sound like you.
Yeah.
I remember I've bought guitars before and be like, yeah. And I start playing it after a while, I'm just like, it still sounds like me.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing. You got to just find your voice. Yeah, it's easy to sound like other people, but it's hard to find your thing.
Yeah.
And find your own voice.
But you got inspired to pick a guitar up and play more because you got something that you inspired to go and pick up, which always I think is very important.
Yeah.
People go, oh, I'm going to buy the first guitar, my first acoustic guitar, something, I'm going to spend 150 quid. And I'm going, it might be worth going to the shop and try something that you want to pick up, that is not something every time you pick it up is out of tune, and it might be a bit high action on it, and it might be difficult to set up, and you just then, I wish I'd spend another 200 quid and I've got that Martin guitar that costs 500 quid instead of the, something really. I mean, there's lots of affordable guitars out there that are really good at the moment. You can get a great acoustic guitar, for instance, for a couple of 100 quid, 250 quid. But it's important that when you buy it and you get it home, you want to play it, and every time you pick it up, you go, yes, I want to play it, I want to keep playing, I want to keep playing. Otherwise, it's going to end up in the corner standing like that, and you're not going to be inspired to play it. Yeah. I think it's the most important thing.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if the guitar is a baby blue,
or yellow,
or what is that one called? That's like specific.
Booger green.
No, it's called specific ocean.
Specific.
Yeah. Or it's a Telecaster which is relic, or whatever it is. When you want to play something, it's important that you pick it up.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then you're not gonna. You've got students. I used to have students. And some of them was like, and you play it, and they're just not inspired to do it.
Yeah.
And that's really important.
It's got to make you want to.
Yeah.
Move forward.
Exactly. And if you want to play.
And clearly, that's what these guitars do for your man. Yeah. Right there. Because he's looking.
You obviously got something. There's something like Joss said. There's something deeper with the skating community and that the 80s thing that he really enjoys. And I get that, you know, I'm from that age, you know, I'm from BMXing and I didn't skate, I BMX'd more, you know, that was more my thing. And I get that, you know, get all that stuff, I get it, you know.
I don't know that song. I don't know how to play it.
No, I don't know either. But you could play. See, it works. It works.
Yeah.
You know, it looks different. It's cool, man. It's wicked.
It's just different.
I'm gonna get this. I think
cool.
I'm gonna get this. I like it.
He thinks he's gonna get this. Thinks he's gonna get this.
I'm
Thinks he's gonna get this. Gonna get this.
Hey, hey, hey. See you next time, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Please subscribe and watch all our other videos. And remember, if you're into keyboard, tech, or drums, we got all those channels as well. Take care. See you soon. John Mayer!
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Andertons Guitar YouTube channel. If you're a drummer or a keyboard player or interested in music technology, you might find one of our other channels interesting, and I'll put details of those in the description below. If you want to find out more about the products we've just featured, please click here. If you'd like to buy a t-shirt like this, please click here. If you want to watch another video on our guitar channel, click down here. And to subscribe to our guitar channel, click here. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.